it's over.
Did we just see what we think we just saw?
If that doesn't give you chills, you're never going to get them.
As good as it gets.
In the PBA, all roads lead to Thunder Bowl, bowling's most iconic stage, in the heart of the Motor City. All season, every frame, every strike, every victory has led here. The PBA World Championship.
Yes!
The sport's final major and most demanding test. For E.J. Tackett, it's simple. A victory all but assures a fourth straight Player of the Year award. And a record fourth consecutive World Championship. Anything less, and both slip away. The path to history won't come easy. Chris Vi, Bill O'Neill, Chris Prather. Three champions who have earned a place at Thunder Bowl stand between E.J. Tackett and history. And moments ago, one more bowler earned a shot at the title. 5 bowlers enter Thunder Bowl. One will leave the world champion. The PBA World Championship Finals is next.
Time, bowling fans, time to conclude the 2026 World Series of Bowling with the AMF PBA World Championship Final Show from jam-packed Struggle Arena, AMF Thunder Bowl in Allen Park, Michigan, outside Detroit. We have step-ladder bowling today. The 5th seed who got through the play-in show, Zach Wilkins of Canada, takes on 4th-seeded Chris Prather, the 2022 World Championship winner. The 3 seed is Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill. Chris Vi, major champion, is the number 2 seed. And E.J. Tackett, the best bowler in the world, is the tournament leader, trying for a 4th straight World Championship title. He is 1 match away. We're in the Motor City. What better place to celebrate a warm-up to the Allen Park Chrome and Classic Show, which happens here on Thursday. An incredible lineup of classic and custom cars. The Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo is here. What's better than that? And there's E.J. Tackett arriving with Sun Trip in style. Nice wheels, E.J. That is a sweet ride. E.J. Tackett needs this 1 win to wrap up Player of the Year, which is required for the great right-hander. Welcome, everyone. It's the biggest day, the biggest show, the 2026 PBA Tour season. It's here on CBS. The whole team is here. Dave Ryan, Kyle Sherman, Taryn Hatcher as well. And Sherm, 1 more win for E.J. Tackett. He'll win the World Championship for a record 4th straight time, and he's Player of the Year.
Yeah, this highly anticipated World Championship show is finally here. E.J. Tackett setting up to be not only one of the biggest games of his career, but one of the biggest games in PBA history as far as what's on the line.
That was 2025 at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno as the 2 seed. He beat Jason Belmonte, and that was his last career PBA Tour title. So, Taryn, now we turn to the surprise story of the day. It's Zach Wilkins, the 2-hander from Canada, beat the best 2-hander of all time to get here in Jason Belmonte as we check the Bowl TV highlight.
Yeah, Zach Wilkins has already had to do quite a bit of work this morning just to make it here this afternoon. You mentioned had to get past Jason Belmonte, also had to get past Jason Sterner and Brandon Bonta. A few of those matches, absolute slugfest. So I asked Zach, what can you take from that, from having to battle through that into this final this afternoon? And he said these lanes just not transitioning at all how he expected, his ball not quite hooking how he would have anticipated. He feels like given that he's learned those things, he's made those adjustments and then seen them work, he said I think instincts will kick in this afternoon if I need to make those same adjustments.
Wilkins' first match of the day coming up with Chris Prather, the 4th seed. Time to bowl here in Allen Park. Let's meet our competitors.
I'm Chris Prather, 6-time titleist, 2 majors, from Romeoville, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Zach Wilkins. I'm a 2-time PBA title holder. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm searching for my first major.
Originally from Barrie, Ontario, Canada, Wilkins gets us started in style. Into the 1-3 pocket. Mom and Dad are here. from the big hockey town near Toronto. Chris Prater, originally from Pensacola, Florida. Now calls Chicagoland home. He's won this event before. 2022 outside Milwaukee. With our strike zone coverage, high shot, 6 count only there, Kyle, for Prater.
Tough lead for Prater here. 3-6, 9-10. We saw this earlier. Belmo leave this spare. Very difficult. Ball just goes a little high on the pocket, hooks a little too much for him. And the tricky part about this spare is getting that back pin, the 9-pin.
Off to cover, 3-6, 9-10. Draws it perfectly.
Just enough on the spare. He covers it where Belmo couldn't. Got his ball to continue through the pins a little bit better, getting out that back pin. As we take a look at Chris Prater's arsenal, he's choosing to go with a Bionic 8.0 hook rating, actually throwing an Alpha Crux on this lane. So throwing 2 different balls on each lane. One of the stronger balls in his arsenal. Very early, very smooth. Looking to throw his first strike.
Trip 10 pin. Good shot from Prater.
The challenge, Rhino, like we saw in the first show, is figuring out these 2 lanes. Each lane plays completely different. Whatever bowler figures that out and is able to go back and forth, executing shots, staying ahead of the transition is going to come out on top. We saw Zach in the first show able to do that, running through the competition.
Oh, runaway Brooklyn comes in way high. Tough cover here, 3-6-9 on our 42-foot Earl Anthony oil pattern.
Wow, this ball takes off at the end of the pattern. Zach got that to the spot he wanted to down lane, but just rips off of it, going high again, leaving the 3-6-9. Tough spare.
Just saw this from Prater without the 10 pin. Good cover there for Wilkins. This is the 5th and final major. And all roads, as we check Wilkins' arsenal, have led to Thunder Bowl, 1 show to declare a champion.
Zach throwing the Criterion, 9.5 hook rating, strongest ball in his arsenal.
Go. Telling it to go, double with 2-8 instead.
Heard him say missed that one. What he's referring to is his release point at the bottom right there. Didn't quite catch it, get as many revs on it, didn't spin the ball like he wanted to. Ball didn't read the lane properly, coming up light, leaving the 2-8. Now this is tricky. He's gonna move his feet a couple boards to the right, hook this ball into the 2-8. Has to be perfect.
Covers nicely.
Thanks.
Rod Holman doubles champion with A.J. Chapman to win his first career title, then another one at the World Series of Bowling in suburban Minneapolis. The World Championship format, 50 games of qualifying, top 16 the round robin, then match play. Top 4 of the championship round, 5th seed from the playing round, Zach Wilkins. 5 different lane patterns. Incredibly challenging to get this far to the final 5. That's high, 3-6-10. We're thrilled to have the strike zone tracker with us. Right side of your screen here, Sherm.
Yeah, I love it. Watching it, we can really get an idea of the player's ball speed, revs, where they threw it, see how good of a shot they threw. As you can see, that was a pretty similar shot to the last one for Chris, but...
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
He didn't like that. That's why 3-pin stands open frame. And that is a big oh-no moment for Chris Prater.
On this tricky Earl Anthony pattern, it's about avoiding mistakes. Prater needing to hit that one in front, or you can't pick this spare. Gets it wide. Huge mistake early in this match. Those early opens, especially on spares, you should make, have a way of coming back and haunting you.
Oh.
Even on the fresh, challenging. I didn't like that, but trip 4-pin goes down late. Works out okay for Chris Prater in the end. If any of the pros on today's show, Bowl Perfect Game. Everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling, courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Challenging conditions, sure. A 300 game will be very tough today in any match. Not happening in this one. Back to Wilkins, that's high, 3-6-10.
Zach throwing a different ball in this lane, going with an anger.
Interesting.
Looks like he thought this one was okay, got it to about the right spot down lane. He thinks it's gonna hold to the pocket, and again, just rips off of it, leaving the 3-6-10. Now he's thinking, okay, I have to make an adjustment on that right lane to control the pocket.
Look at a cover, does so nicely. Let's recheck the Earl Anthony 42-foot oil pattern here. Sherm, what do you think?
Yeah, this tricky Earl Anthony pattern, 42 feet, is a shot maker's pattern. There's two ways to go about it. You're either gonna start around second arrow, trying to get the ball to about 7-8 right here down lane. And you can either go a little straighter, throwing urethane or a urethane-like ball, or you can get in and hook it around fourth arrow and create a little more shape with a reactive ball. We're seeing these players play the deeper part of the line right now.
Back to Wilkins, 9-pin.
Shot.
We're competing for the Earl Anthony Trophy, named after Earl Anthony, the legend. Holds a record 6 PBA National Championships, which is the precursor to the world.
Good shot here for Zach. This pattern is so hard. Just getting to the pocket is a task. And when you get there, you expect to strike, leaving a 9-pin, tough break.
Nice pair Wilkins through his 5th frame. Let's see the numbers for Prater to get here. As the 4 seed, top 9 made the TV shows here today. Win probability numbers, Wilkins for now in front. Messenger to the 10-pin, but just shy of it. It does not fall.
Chris throwing a different ball in this lane. A rock star symmetrical piece, pretty smooth. Almost gets the love with the 10, with the messenger on the 10. Doesn't quite get there.
Two-time major champ trying for a 3rd here today. Cross lane, single pin spare conversion for the 10 for the mark. Back to Taryn.
Yeah, well, I asked Chris Prater about his preparation for today. He probably had the most interesting response, which was, quote, "I haven't thought about bowling in a month." He said his first shots were yesterday, trying to get a feel for these lanes. And when I asked him about that approach, he said, "I have to do that because I'm not a guy who practices a ton anyway. If I went home over the last few weeks and I practiced a lot, it would have made me anxious just building up expectations." He says he feels super freeing not having those expectations, guys.
Trip 10-pin there, Taryn. That looked pretty good. A different approach, certainly, for Prater, who Sherm has won twice in this building. 2019 Scorpion, part of the World Series of Bowling, and the Rob Holman doubles with Andrew Anderson 2 years ago. Knows about winning here.
Sports Spectacular PBA World Championship Finals is sponsored by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, head to GoBowling.com to find a center near you.
Great scene outside Thunder Bowl. Some classic cars. Cool. Check those out. Let's flash back. March 2022, Bolero Wauwatosa outside Milwaukee. Number 1 seed Chris Prater taking on Jason Stern. Tied after regulation, 2:37 apiece. They go to a 1-ball roll-off. Prater struck. Sterner got 6. 5th career PBA Tour title, last singles title, 2nd major for Chris Prater. Also won the 2020 Tournament of Champions outside Akron, trying for another major championship here today. Halfway home, match 1. at the World Championship. The biggest day, the biggest show of the season. Perhaps, as we get to the championship match show, Wilkins tries one more time. The match of all time, potentially, with EJ Tackett against whoever he faces, with so much at stake today.
Yeah, EJ waiting in the wings as our 1 seed, looking to do what no bowler has ever done, win 4 times in a row, World Championship. It's Zach. Figure out this right lane.
Wants a 3rd title this year. Partner, he gets a lot of help across the back of the deck. A messenger KOs the 10-pin, down it goes.
Zach with a ball change on this lane. Going to the criterion. The ball he's throwing on the left lane. And this is what Zach does so well. This guy is a bulldog. He stays close. He makes the adjustments on the fly. He's aggressive. He's not afraid to make a mistake. Great shot there in the right lane. Keeps his lane. Keeps his lead. Now, looking to double in the 7th.
Oh, no.
Well, by 16, he didn't like it. That's why it's way light, way off. 1-2 stands. That could have been a lot worse. At least Shermy avoided the split.
Yeah. Errant shot there for Zach, something that we don't really see. Absolutely hated it. You can see here, he's asking it, stay out there, don't split. Gets lucky, only leaving the 1-2, makeable spare. Picks it here, walks away with the win.
1-2, hooks into it, takes care of business, has the mark. 6-pin lead, but Prather can take the lead right back by 4 pins with a strike here in the 7th. 3 strikes for Chris so far in the match, trying for his first double here. He's had a good year too, with some great finishes. Saw him on TV a lot in Minnesota at the World Series of Bowling. Animal patterns, win probability. In the Wilkins corner for now. Big shot, Prather. 10-pin stands.
Great shot here for Prather. It is just really hard to knock all 10 down. This was almost identical to the shot before on that lane. 20-6. Controlling the pocket. Just can't quite get the carry on the 10. Needs a spare. Stay clean.
10-pin, no problem there for Prather. Keep things really tight in match 1 of our championship show. Other finishers, Jason Belmonte just out of the running. Trying for another major. He's got 15 in his career, most ever PBA Tour history. Spectacular rookie Brandon Bonta. Sterner, Darren Tang, who won in Minnesota at the World Series of Bowling. US Open champ Patrick Dombrowski there on that list as well. Some other big-time stars in the PBA Tour. Packy Hanrahan won in Minnesota. Beginning of World Series of Bowling 17. That was a month ago. It's a long event. 2 months, 2 states. All wraps up here today in Allen Park. Prather didn't like that. That's why it's high, and he pays a big price with a tough split.
This was just an errant shot. Missed in at the arrows about 1, but at his break point, he missed in about 4. Ball goes through the face, knifes through it, leaving an ugly 3, 4, 6, 7. Needs to hit the right side of the 3-pin. Slide it over into the 4-7.
Unusual leave here. Tough split. Liked it.
Come on!
7-pin defies the laws of physics and does not fall. How?
How is right, Rhino. Take another look at this. Chris executes this shot perfectly with plenty of speed. How does that 7 not fall?
Teetering.
Oh my gosh.
That close. That's a big open frame.
And with spares and strikes hard to come by on this tricky pattern, we gotta remember that break as this match comes down to the end.
8th frame Wilkins here, partner works on a spare, leaves a 4-pin. That's just fine for him now with a sizable lead late in the match. Makeable spares. Right?
Yes.
Stay clean.
It's about avoiding disaster, trying to stay close. This was a pretty good shot for Zach here. Just coming a little high, leaving a 4-pin. But again, he can make it, pick it up, let your opponent make the mistakes.
4-pin, no worries there. He said the win with A.J. Chapman in Portland, the doubles win, was just life-changing for him to finally justify all the years. And this guy was a big star. Bill O'Neill, a Hall of Famer, is next. Team Canada many years. Knocking on the door quite a while before he broke through this year with his first career wins. 1 doubles, 1 singles. Now he's thinking about the big time. Now the World Championship here today. His foundation frame. Sizable lead. Somehow no help across the deck with the scout to the 10-pin. How did that miss? Behind it.
It's never easy when you're on a major show. Scout comes across, just misses it. But again, leaving a makeable spare. Avoiding disaster, that's the name of the game. Scores are typically not high on this pattern. Just have to keep clean frames.
Well, they told us yesterday it's that bulldog mentality. I never give up. And it's helped him get this far. A huge challenge.
Another re-rack, please.
Chris Prater calls for first of 2 available re-racks. Foundation frame, and it's go time for Prater.
Prater running out of time here in our opening match, can max out for 193. Wilkins can max out for 202. Prater needing really all strikes in the 9th and 10th to force Zach to double. But it starts with this one right here.
For his career title in this arena. Same for Bill O'Neill. His first title came at Thunderball. Prater, enough. Just enough to find the carry through the 1-3 pocket for a strike in the 9th.
And he went back to the ball he started with on that lane, the bionic. And what a shot for Prater here. 23-5. The touch it takes on this tricky, tight right lane to get the ball to come back there. Folks at home don't know how hard it is, but no one has better touch than this guy stepping on the approach right now. Up in the 10th, working on a strike. Needs this.
First to the 10th, cut it to 9. Yes! Hammers the pocket with power. Down they go.
What a shot for Prater. This guy is such a natural rhino. I don't know how you cannot bowl for a month and throw a shot like that. But Prater, one of the most beautiful releases in the game. Needs to reset, execute, and just do that all over again.
He told us this season's an A- so far. He's made a lot of good choices and bowled really well. It's the upgrade to an A+ in the 10th. Trip 9-pin, down it goes, needs one more. In the 10th frame, put some pressure on Wilkins.
This fill ball is still very, very important. Needs all 10 to force Wilkins to double.
Takes the lead for now. Wants to finish the last 4 in a row. 9-pin, good shot. And finishes with a 192.
Okay. That 9-pin is going to be huge for the score here. Wilkins needing 2 strikes in 1 pin to win. Strike, 9 spare. We'll have a tie.
Only 1 strike on this lane in this game. He's got to have it. Wilkins, there's one. smokes the pocket. Shrapnel remains in a pit with a big strike from Zach Wilkins.
Zach has been throwing shots like this constantly to end the season. That's why he has 2 titles now. Backs against the wall, doesn't really have a good look, figures out a way to do it.
Striking one.
I'm better than you.
That's all he needs. Along with Alex Horton, the only 2-time winners on tour this year. Looks for the second one. Doesn't have it. It's a 4-pin. He needs this for a tie.
What a way to start this opening match, Rhino.
The drama, sure. Incredible.
C-line, hit line.
Right at it. He's got it. Tie, 192 apiece. One ball roll off. IRC does a choice. Lane of order. That's Chris Prather as the 4 seed. If we're tied, we'll just keep on doing this till we have a winner.
I'm here for it. Prather electing to start on the left lane, the lane he just came off of. He has a great idea of what this lane is calling for.
Starts the roll off. Chris Prather with a strike. Can't do better. Now Wilkins has to match it or it's over. Prather knows about the World Championship of roll-offs. So I beat Jason Sterner back in 2022 in Wauwatosa.
How big is that 9-pin for Prather in the fill? Allowed Zach to get to this point, to earn this roll-off. Now, needs to match Prather with a strike.
Has to have it. Does. Let's do it again.
There is no quitting this guy. Zach just hangs around and hangs around, waits for his opponents to make the mistake. Constantly throwing big shots when he needs it most. Come on.
Drama escalates. Second roll-up. Prather gets us started. Almost had the runaway Brooklyn strike. A 10-pin.
Awful.
Now Wilkins can strike and win the match. Or 9, we'll do it again. Or 8, he'd lose.
Yeah, tough shot for Prather here. Not his best. Actually getting fortunate to get 9. Almost got 10. But here we are again. Zach hanging around with a chance to advance. Knocking all 10 down here.
A strike for the win for Wilkins. Yes! He's got it. Come on! In the roll-off. Survival for Zach Wilkins.
If you don't think he wants this, you got another thing coming. Zach is here to play. His confidence is oozing. Wow. What an opening match.
We've got some VIPs in the house, including former NBA star, longtime commentator Jalen Rose from the Fab Five at Michigan. The Detroit native, he in Belmo. We'll see him next. Let's flashback 2013 CP3 Celebrity Invitational. Some big time stars were bowling. Kevin Hart was there. Of course, CP3 was there. And how about this guy from the Fab Five? It's a lefty. It's Jalen Rose in action. Good looking for him. Good looking shot. Having some fun on the lanes. Maybe a little more of the ball for Kyle. What do you think?
Man, they're doing you dirty right there. You're showing that one?
Well, they only can show what I did.
To coach Jalen Rose up. He's here. Thanks for joining us, man. We
I appreciate the love. Thank you guys for having me. And a lot of people may or may not know, but my uncle Paramore Hicks was an avid bowler. And in middle school, while I was playing AAU basketball, I was also on his bowling team.
Seriously?
I was. Charge!
What do you think of this whole World Championship scene? This is the biggest day on our tour the whole season.
This is incredible. And can EJ win his, what, fourth in a row?
Fourth in a row. Never been done.
Which is crazy. And as somebody that has a hesitation in their role, Chris throwing it with two hands, being the originator of that and mastering that is crazy. So it's just an exciting time in Metropolitan Detroit, and I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, bro. Well, you got to see a roll-off. That's about as exciting as it gets, man. You've played in a lot of big games, been in a lot of pressure moments. How does that match up to what you just saw?
So the crazy thing about a roll-off, and it's like
overtime,
golf,
right? Yeah.
It gets quiet in the gym. Playing basketball, when it's the last minutes of the game, it gets louder. So to me, it's more pressure when it's quiet. And for them to step up the way they do and perform the way they do in front of the fans is so awesome.
I know you got some cool PBA swag, right?
Yes.
Got a bag, got a ball, got some shoes. You
yes.
Absolutely.
Use that stuff? I got some PBA swag. Thank you guys for having me so very much. That's cold.
Nice.
And it's got my colors. Detroit Southwestern, University of Michigan, Indiana Pacers, Jalen Rose Leadership Academy, and I'm gonna practice before I throw out my first ball before the championship. But make sure you call a friend right now and tell them that PBA is on CBS.
As I say, you got all the new gear now. We gotta get you on the lanes.
I would love to. So my cousin, he's an avid bowler. He bowls here every Wednesday, and he's been talking to me about coming, but I'm a diva. So I'm like, I need to get my own ball. I want a gold one. I want it to roll perfectly. And he like, you can't even play that good. So hopefully I have a good performance when you guys give me an opportunity to throw.
All right. Awesome to see you, Jalen. We appreciate it.
This is a great atmosphere. Congratulations.
It's fun to have Jalen Rose from the Fab Five here. There's Bill O'Neill, the Hall of Famer. He's in action next against Zach Wilkins, the two-handed sensation from Canada. It's next. Welcome back to the historic, venerable Thunderbolt Strobel Arena. Named for the late, great Tom Strobel, owned and operated this building for so long. Built in 1961. Look at the manual scoring back in the day. This fantastic bowling center, recently renovated, rebranded. AMF Thunderbolt Lanes outside Detroit. Packed house again here today. This place looks fantastic. Special place for so many bowlers, including EJ Tackett.
Thunderbolt Lanes is a really special place to me.
Thunderbolt Lanes.
I actually bowled my first PBA Tour event as a PBA member at Thunderbolt. I bowled my first Tournament of Champions there. I won my first title on TV at Thunderbolt Lanes in Strobel Arena. Finally got that one on TV. It's so unique to anything else that we do on the PBA Tour. And then you throw in the great fans that are in the Detroit area, always comes back.
A couple of EJ's 27 all-time titles with 7 majors. We'll see him as the top seed coming up. But first, it's match 2, Wilkins surviving his first match with Chris Prather in a roll-off. Now the Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill is next. Begins his second match of the day in style. Let's meet Bill O'Neill.
I'm Bill O'Neill. I'm from Langhorne, Pennsylvania. I'm a 15-time PBA champion, including 3 majors, and I'm in the PBA Hall of Fame.
Long-time star. Back on the TV for his first win since last year with Belmo. in the Roth Holman doubles. Been a minute for him, too. From just outside Philly. Good start.
Cruising through the competition today, stepping up when he needs to, but now he's facing the Hall of Famer, Bill O'Neill. What a beautiful game. Beautiful release. Has a little bit of that voodoo roll that allows his ball to hold its line to the pocket when others can't. Electing to throw. Black Widow 3.0 Dynasty. See if he can make it a double.
21-year pro, Hall of Fame inductee last year. Perfection. 1-3 pocket is pulverized. Down they go.
Yeah, this pattern is setting up perfectly for Bill's game. It's a shot maker's pattern. You have to be precise. You have to be able to throw big shots under pressure. And that's exactly what we're accustomed to seeing out of Bill. Now Zach looking to match Bill in the second, trying to start off with a double.
What a start. Challenging 42-foot pattern. That is high. That 3-pin stands for him. Is Bulldog a good way to describe this guy? He is a bulldog. He just never gives up. Tenacious, isn't he?
It's unbelievable. This guy has no quit in him. Unfortunately, this ball breaks a little loose on him. See him, he's a little surprised there. But again, only leaving a single pin.
It's been the key.
Leaving
Makeable
easy spares.
Oh. Silent pin. It's okay.
Yeah.
You made your point, Sherm. A little closer probably than Zach wanted, but that's okay. Numbers in this tournament get this far. 66 games, all in Minnesota. That was about a month ago. The conclusion of the World Series of Bowling with a World Championship here today. Back to Zach. Flat 10.
That's kind of the story of the day.
Zach has been able to get to the pocket on this left lane. Has had issues carrying at times. This one gets back to the pocket, but the ball just hits way too flat. You see the 6-pin just lay in the 10. Ball didn't have enough energy, but cleans it up nicely. And you see Bill's arsenal here. Black Widow 3.0 Dynasty. 9.0 hook rating, stronger ball in his bag. But Bill has the ability to put his unique rotation on the ball. Allows that ball to just float and hold its line.
That's high, that's the big 4. A tough break. Almost unmakeable. Only done once on TV ever in PBA Tour history.
Beautiful side profile of Bill O'Neill. I think he likes this one, but the ball just takes off on him. Looking to just get 2, keep his count. And it's so tough. We've talked about today, it's avoiding mistakes. Bill worked so hard to get that early double for it all to just be erased with the big 4. Now looking to rebound here in the 4th frame.
2005, Walter Ray, Williams Jr., only person ever, 05 in suburban Atlanta to make the Big 4 on TV. You got to mention it. Every time the Big 4 comes up.
It's a tough one.
All right, off the open. See how he responds.
Oh, that hook.
2-pin up for O'Neill.
We look at the strike zone tracker. Ball gets a little wide down lane. Bill looking a little confused, thinking it was going to hook back. We've seen that multiple times with people on this tricky Earl Anthony pattern.
3 looks with 2-pin, got that. But you can tell he's befuddled. We're flummoxed, maybe.
Let me get my thesaurus out real quick.
One of my favorites. All right, Wilkins, the fourth-year partner, up 7, works on the spare.
Looks like a ball change on this lane. Hammer effector. Little weaker ball, still asymmetric, but very smooth.
Right lane ball change, see it works out for Wilkins. Pretty well, 10-pin, good shot.
Good shot.
And he'll take that. On this oil pattern, when the scores are lower, when strikes are harder to come by, it requires patience. 5-baggers are probably not going to happen. You have to stay present, stay in the moment, throw the best shot you can. If you leave a spare, pick it up. Mental discipline.
Cross lane, single pin spare conversion, got that for the 6-pin lead. Now to the 5th, probability to Wilkins for now, but that is subject to change. Shot to shot, that number can get altered.
We've seen that change very, very quickly. Zach electing to stay with the same ball on this left lane, trying to get it to go through the pins a little better.
Which it does.
Zach playing the deep inside portion of the lane. Makes a little step left and gets the trip for the breaks. When strikes are coming at a premium, breaks like that mean even more and oftentimes decide the match.
Back to the real deal on the right lane. Had to hurry. A lot to pick up here. 2, 4, 5, 7.
6 everywhere, huh?
What was that word you used?
Flummoxed.
Flummoxed?
Befuddled.
Yeah, we can.
Puzzled.
Yeah, getting 6, going through the face and light, never a good sign. Bill's got a lot of thinking to do on this right lane.
Lot to cover here. He cannot. 7 stands, open frame.
Come on.
Tough break for O'Neill. Just like that, a 20-pin, 21-pin lead for Wilkins. Let's go back to Taryn.
Well, despite Bill O'Neill looking perplexed at times, one might say, he did tell me yesterday he loves bowling in this building, won his first title here in 2009, which was more of a relief than it was a joyous occasion, because at that point he had made 12 TV appearances and hadn't won anything. He also went to college about 90 minutes away from here at Saginaw Valley State. He said he has buddies from college in the crowd. He loves when they come because they know nothing about bowling. So no matter what Bill does, they think it's awesome and they cheer for him, guys.
Turn back to Bill. Perfect shot there. Yeah, he rolls a 190. His buddies say, great. That was great bowling. Actually, it wasn't. I'm a Hall of Famer. I need to be in the mid-200s for it to be at least decent. Halfway home in this match between O'Neill and Wilkins. Let's flashback last month, PBA Scorpion Championship. WSOB 17 outside Minneapolis. Zach Wilkins took on Jesper Svensson in the Race to 2 championship final. Jesper won game 1. Wilkins came back in the second game, then knocked off the Iceman, the roll-off, 47-40. Become the, at the time, first 2-time champion on tour this year after 13 events. The next night in the Shark, Alex Horton won his second tour title this season. So 2-time winners this year in the PBA Tour. No one has won 3. There's the great Jalen Rose. Such a cool opportunity to talk with him a moment ago here on CBS. And I asked him, he's a former Knicks, I'm a huge Knicks fan. I said, can they close out the Spurs tonight? I said, no. It's going 6.
It's going 6?
That's what the expert says.
Okay.
Going 6. I want my Knickerbockers to win tonight, partner. Wrap it up in 5. I'll take it. Wilkins takes a strike.
That's a bad man right there. Taking advantage of his strike in the 5th, doubling. They're hard to come by. Again, the challenge, the right lane, the left lane, they both have unique characteristics to them. One requires something different than the other, and you have to go back and forth and battle that. Zach has been doing it perfectly. Right now, he's choosing to throw a different ball in each lane to battle that, looking to continue striking in the 7th.
For a 41-pin lead. You bet. Keeps on trucking. As the turkey has a stranglehold on the match. And the Hall of Famers on the ropes here, partner.
And this is Zach, the advantage he's had. When the lanes are playing tricky like this, you know, Bill can see it, but until you feel it, until you throw balls, you don't exactly know how to throw it. Zach clearly figured him out. Bill needing to strike.
Didn't like it, looked down, that's why it's way off. Went to 8-10. It's a washout. Troubles mount here for the Hall of Famer.
How do you pick 4?
UFC 250
Not an easy conversion, missed the head pin. Losing count, and he is in a world of trouble now. UFC history goes down at the White House tomorrow on Paramount Plus. It's the world's greatest fighters on America's biggest stage, featuring 2 championship fights. A night for the ages. UFC Freedom 250 live tomorrow, only on Paramount Plus. Here's O'Neal. Troubles continue there. For the real deal, leaves a 2-pin. Down by 55 pins.
Yeah, this match just got away from Bill. Electing to probably throw the wrong ball. It looked good the first 2 frames, starting out with the double, but now it looks like the ball is just hooking a little early on him. Using a lot of its energy too soon, and when that happens, it chooses not to make a motion down lane. You're kind of seeing that out of Bill's reaction. Zach, on the other hand, throwing a ball a little weaker, looks a little more lane shined, and he has the touch to get that ball to corner where others haven't been able to.
Wilkins to blow the doors off O'Neal here with another one. 4-pin, that would have been a 65-pin lead into the 8th frame. Still way ahead. Looking to salt this one away for the next round. Chris Vi awaits the winner as the 2 seed. EJ Tackett is the top seed. Trying for a 4th straight world championship.
Zach.
Whoa, wait a minute. There's a whiff. When it looked like this was all but over. Makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah, this is one of the first mistakes we've seen Zach really make today, but still a sizable lead. Really just needs a mark. Bill O'Neal, max score of 183. Wilkins, unless he goes open in the 9th and 10th. Just needed 1 mark.
That's unexpected. There's a strike. Zach incredulous, wondering what happened there. On the missed 4-pin. Disappointing day for O'Neal to his foundation frame, and just misses the mark badly again and pays a dear price with a split.
Yeah, the strike zone tracker there, seeing Bill just miss a little in or a little right, and paying absolute, can you pick it? Max penalty. Just shows typically you're throwing the wrong ball, you have the wrong idea.
This match is over. Chris Vi will take on Zach Wilkins, who just keeps on winning. By the 2 seed. A lot of history in this building too. To a perfect 300 game 2021 PBA Tour Finals. Over on CBS Sports Network.
And Bill really not making that errant of shots, but this game is about decision making. You have to put so many pieces together. The bowling ball, the ball speed, the rotation, and then you have to execute it at such a high level that when those things are off and you start splitting a lot, that's how games like this 140 out of Bill can happen very, very quickly.
21st points list for O'Neal. 5 top 14 finishes, 3 top 10s. Very good season for the Hall of Famer, who was so confident in our meetings yesterday that he will be able to turn the corner and really compete as the 3 seed for a title here today. Not his time. It's Wilkins through again.
The Bulldog just keeps going. And he's not doing it by shooting 250s and 7-baggers. He's just staying patient, minimizing his mistakes, and waiting for his opponents to mess up.
Wilkins through. Climbs the stepladder again. He has beaten some really good bowlers here today to get to the 2 seed. Chris Vi from Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Two more to go. Now the 2 seed is next. That's Chris Vi. Two-hander versus two-hander. Canadian versus American star here at the World Championship. E.J. Tackett awaits all comers as the top seed. Here's Chris Vi. Spectacular two-handed power bowler. In action next here on CBS. Welcome to the Go Bowling halftime show. Zach Wilkins keeps on trucking. He's won 5 matches over 2 shows here today. Get every highlight with CBS Sports HQ, streaming free 24/7. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. All leading toward the top seed. E.J. Tackett trying for a 4th straight World Championship title. No one's ever won 4 straight titles in any event. E.J. Tackett has had a very good season. Tops in points, tops in average, tops in earnings. But he needs a win today.
2026, it's been a great year. I've bowled really, really well.
And with the strike on the left leg.
I think I've only missed 1 cut this year.
Brandon Bonta, a perfect 300 to win the Players' Championship.
The only thing that I haven't done is win a championship.
Wins the 2025 Shark Championship.
Maybe the biggest letdown of the entire year was Fort Wayne.
He wanted to win so bad in front of his home crowd. Gets 6 there.
That's my backyard. It's a bowling center I've bowled in. It's only 30 minutes from my house. I had so many people there, and I feel like had I gotten to that title match, there is a high probability that I would have won that championship, the Masters. Obviously, I bowled incredible during match play, was able to set a record.
And he gets it.
And then the title match on TV just didn't go the way I had hoped. When that 10-pin didn't fall down at the Masters, that was very deflating. Just got to put myself in that position again. Hopefully the pins will go my way, and I'm able to still throw good shots when I need it, because that's the most important at the end of the day.
Looking for another major championship. 10 top 8 finishes this year in the first 14 events. Runner-up at the PBA Players. Runner-up at the USBC Masters. In this arena on that missed 10-pin against Boot Kroll. Looks for redemption here today. First, Wilkins, Vi. Next on CBS. Not far from Comerica Park, home of the Tigers. There's Paws, the Tigers mascot, waving hello. Wonder if he can throw a bowling ball. Sure. We saw Jalen Rose out here today. Why not? Tigers in Cleveland today to face the Guardians. Dave Caltern, our entire crew back in AMF. PBA World Championship. The biggest day of the PBA Tour season. Zach Wilkins has been an extraordinary story. First show, 3 wins, 2 wins here. Next up on his list is Chris Vi. Two-hander versus two-hander after KOing the Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill. Wilkins again. 9-pin.
Shot. Great opening shot for Zach here. Not a lot you can do about this. Ball rips past the 9-pin. Executed exactly how he wanted to do. But Zach just doing his game plan. Throwing good shots. Pick his spares.
Got the 9-pin. Let's meet Chris Vi.
Hi, I'm Chris Vi, two-time PBA titleist from Black Lake, Ohio.
Major champion.
Chris starting with a Storm Bionic. Same ball. Prather through on this right lane.
From just outside Columbus, big Buckeye fan. Good start. 10-pin goes down late for Chris. '21 US Open winner in Reno at the National Bowling Stadium. Also the Lucy in Houston last year with Brianna Cote.
Chris electing to battle the left lane, looking at his arsenal by throwing a different ball, the Rocket AI, throwing a weaker ball on the hooking lane. This is Aaron out the window.
1-2 off. That could have been a lot worse. He didn't like it for good reason.
Quick.
Yeah, this is just an errant shot. Still trying to get his feet under him. First couple shots on TV are always hard. Got a little quick with his approach.
Take it.
Fortunately, just leaving the 1-2.
Easy cover for him. 9th on the points list this year. 5 top 5s.
Take a breath.
That included 3rd US Open.
Chris has had an unbelievable season. One of the best complete bowlers out on tour right now. And he, not quite to the EJ level, but similar. I mean, he's been so close a couple of times to winning. Could put his name in for Player of the Year with a win today. Zach throwing an effect tour on this right lane.
So could this guy with a 3rd win. Good looking shot for Wilkins. Now the Turkey frames 5 through 7 against O'Neal. That really helped put that match away. Then Bill struggled with open frames.
Side profile of Zach here. That follow through going to the left allows him to create a lot of rotation, unique ball roll. But that unique ball roll is giving him a look that no other competitor has had on this pair.
Perfection. Smokes the 1-3 pocket and down they go.
Big advantage for Zach. Been bowling a lot of games on this pair of lanes. He's figuring it out. He's understanding the feel. You see now his shots coming up flush into the pocket. As a bowler, you're just trying to develop that feel of what the lane is calling for. Zach has it figured out, and Chris has to get it figured out soon.
Chris Vi doesn't get a break on the 10-pin. That was a question when Chris Vi's in the house. Angie's Cookies, and they were brought up to us in the booth. We had 2. Yeah. They were fantastic. Mom Angie, Dad Craig here is always rooting him on. And
I'm always rooting Chris on too. I hope he makes every show.
Her cookies are world famous at this point.
Gosh dang it, Chris.
Looked down, didn't like it. That's why he missed the 10-pin. We've saw it open flame. To Taryn.
So I saw Chris Vi earlier talking to Jalen Rose. Now, for those of you who don't know this, Chris Vi is a massive sports fan overall, collects cards, recently brought some really cool Ken Griffey Jr. cards, and said if he could bowl with anybody, he'd want to bowl with Victor Wembanyama. So I said, since you're a big basketball guy, were you intimidated at all talking to Jalen Rose? And he said, no, I'm an Ohio State man. He refuses to get intimidated by Michigan guys. I just thought I'd let you know.
That school up north, Taryn, right? Big rivalry if you're from Columbus or Ann Arbor. And we're about 20 minutes from the Michigan campus. And Jalen Rose, huge star with a Fab 5, 2 national championship game appearances, 13-year NBA career, first-round pick in the Nuggets, and a former Knick. So for him to pick against the Knicks tonight,
that's tough.
Tragic, Kyle.
Not what you wanted to hear, that's for sure.
Not what I wanted to hear. I still can't get over the comeback in the night. 29 down, incredible.
WNBA Premier on the strike.
Another one for Wilkins, up 32. Looks good. Speaking of basketball, tonight 8 Eastern, CBS Sports brings you WNBA action. Minnesota Lynx taking on the reigning champs, the Las Vegas Aces. Here on CBS, streaming live on Paramount+. Great hoops coming your way. Great bowling from this guy. Wilkins on a roll. Looks for a 4-bagger. 42-pin lead. You better believe it. 60 feet to success. Keeps on trucking.
Doing exactly what he needed to do there. Your opponent makes a mistake, misses a single pin. You put your foot on the gas, throw 2 shots, and increase that lead. Vi, big 42-pin deficit early. Needs a double here, start to cut into it.
The way Wilkins is bowling, this is basically must-do time now. Good shot, 10-pin stands for Chris Vi, no break. 226.58 average, 9-7 match play record for Chris. 15,000 plus on the total pinfall to get to the 2 seed. But I don't think anyone anticipated Zach Wilkins doing what he's doing here today. Cross lane for the 10-pin. But he strikes.
All right, keep making good shots. Keep making
Stats and numbers we've shown you here today. 92+%. Wilkins on win probability. If you want to get the stats the pros are using, download the Lane Talk app and see how your game stacks up against the best.
Break on a strike. All Wilkins and Jalen Rose in the roll.
The only stat Chris Vi needs are strikes right now. There's one. Little momentum, perhaps, going in to the break for Chris Vi. But he's down 42 pins. And when we come back to suburban Detroit, Wilkins working on a 4-bagger. 42-pin lead, looking for the championship round. Next weekend, 9 more hours of PBA action coming your way over on CBS Sports Network. Saturday, PBA Elite League Battle of the Brands. Prelims at 1 Eastern, followed by the championship at 3 Eastern. And Sunday, PBA Norm Duke Open semifinals beginning at noon, followed by the final at 4. Including our coverage of the PBA Tour on CBS Sports and CBS Sports Network this year. Named for the great Hall of Famer Norm Duke. Can't get enough of watching Norm.
That. God, I missed that.
We all do. What a legend. It'll be in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And we'll see Kyle Sherman bowl for the championship. Right?
I hope.
Hope so, partner. This guy's had a championship level bowling, that's for sure. And gets a late break on the 3-pin, down it goes. Oh, baby. Not 1 but 2 breaks on that strike.
What can he do?
That was cool.
This one is left the whole way. He doesn't like it, but gets the baby split. The 10 falls into the 3-pin. When it is your day, it is your day.
6th match over 2 shows for Wilkins. 6th. Looks for another one. Ringing 10-pin, good shot. That would have put him up by 62. Another big lead against a superstar. He has been dispatching the best bowlers on the planet here. And assuming this holds up, there's only one left. The best bowler in the world, E.J. Tackett. Started by 15. Bonta in a blowout. Belmo by 4. Prather, the roll-off. O'Neal, one-sided match. All victims today of Zach Wilkins, who has been bowling for about 4.5 straight hours now.
It's been a while.
Sherman's unbelievable. What a story. Seventh for Vi, cut it to 41. Got to have a bunch of strikes. There's one.
Vi leaving a 10-pin the last 2 times on that right lane, and with that shot right there, he made sure it didn't 10-pin. Gave it a little bit more loft, gave it a little bit more rotation. That way, when it hooked off its spot, it really went through the pins. Great double. Start giving himself a chance, but he's gonna need more than just that.
Eighth frame, cut it to 31. Late hit on the 10-pin, there it goes. So it's down at 31 through his 8th. Wilkins can step up now, put the hammer down again.
The players, so much power, playing the deep inside portion of the lane, inside of 5th arrow. Chris giving it to him there, but it's all in Zach's hands. Has a huge lead, trying to keep it.
Good shot, 10-pin. So guys, he told us, both in Minnesota last month to begin the World Series bowling and here, partner, he wasn't sure he belonged. Not sure. One with A.J. Chapman in Portland toward the end of the regular season. The runner-up TOC to Alex Horton. Got the win in Minnesota at the World Series of Bowling. And here he is again looking for a 3rd title. And a major, which will be his first. He belongs clearly.
Yeah, he always had. Zach has always been a problem on the lanes when he starts striking. As Zach takes a re-rack here on this left lane, trying to slow the moment down a little bit. He's always been able to throw a lot of strikes when he gets lined up, but confidence is a crazy thing. When you don't have it, it seems impossible. The lane seems narrow. It's hard to repeat shots. You're always thinking about things. But when you have it, your execution can go through the roof. As we see EJ Tackett there, waiting in the wings for this long anticipated final match.
He's waited a long time. Wilkins, that's a high shot. 3-6-10 for him. Trying to close this one out. EJ, as he told us yesterday, gets to the bowling center about 2 hours prior to the show. He can wait, he can watch, see what everyone's doing with the lanes, how they are breaking down, what kind of transition he will face for his 1 match. Wilkins has been out here for hours. Talk about being warmed up.
Seemingly, but this match is far from over. Chris, 27-pin deficit, but can max out for 238. Zach can max out for 245. Chris needing them all to force Zach to double in the 10th.
Massive shot, cut in 17. Got it! Here comes Chris Vi. 4-bagger, a 4th in his foundation frame.
Perfect execution for Chris in the 5th. Sorry, in the 9th. Chris, 5 top 5 finishes this year. He's been here. He's made the shots. Things just haven't gone his way. Now, in the 10th, has a chance to throw all 3 for 238, forcing Zach to double. Starts with his first one.
Vi's first in the 10th. 7-pin stands, no luck. Changes the trajectory of our finish dramatically.
Yeah, this first one was so big for Chris. Gets it a touch wide, but it recovers. Unfortunately, the ball just comes behind the head pin just enough. And you can see how badly he wanted that and how important a strike was there.
Seven pin got that. He thought, among many bowlers we spoke with yesterday, that he could be in the conversation for player of the year with all those top 5 finishes if he won here today. And task got quite a bit tougher. 7 pin stands with his first in the 10th. Phil Ball. Okay, great finish. 217 for Vi. Seven to win for Wilkins. That's it. And he'll move on again. For the victory. How about 10? How about a win again for Wilkins? One more time. 6 up, 6 down. One more match to go for Zach Wilkins. Incredible. Now the best player in the world, E.J. Tackett, awaits Wilkins. One more match to go on the biggest day of the 2026 PBA Tour season. Tackett looking for a 4th straight World Championship. Never been done. No one's ever won 4 straight events of any kind in PBA Tour history. We'll see him coming up.
The CBS Sports Spectacular PBA World Championship Finals is sponsored by AMF, the home of the PBA where the pros bowl. Head to AMF.com to find a center near you.
From just outside downtown Detroit, Wilkins Tackett is coming up first, though. Back to Taryn with special guest Jalen Rose. A special start to our championship match, Taryn.
All right, Jalen. So 13 years in the NBA, Michigan man, member of the Fab Five. My guess is you've experienced some pressure situations before. We've got a couple of guys here. One's been under pressure all day. One's got some legendary pressure on him going to the title match. How would you handle that pressure?
First off, what up, though, Detroit? It's a perfect day to boss up. It's a perfect day to boss up. And I'm no Chris, I'm no Zach, I'm no EJ, but I admire the fact that these gentlemen are performing under pressure in front of these. This is a hostile environment. We're on live television, and I can't wait to see who wins. Is EJ going to win his 4th in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row? It's incredible. And so I'm just happy to be a fan, and don't little hesitation when I throw mine, and I only hit 2 or 3 pins.
I was going to say, you admire them. Well, now the pressure's on you because we are going to let Jalen throw out the title match, honorary first roll, a Thunder Bowl roll, if you will. So go ahead, Jalen. Grab your ball. Show us what you can do. Show us what you can do. We go from Fab Five to Mr. Going for number 4. First of all, what did you think of Jalen's roll there real quick?
I've seen way worse. So he didn't do too bad.
So you would see way worse from me if I tried to. What are you thinking? What's the mindset going into this one? Yesterday when we talked, it seemed like you were in a really good place, but the pressure, I think, is a little bit undeniable. How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. Obviously, I'm going to have to go out and throw a bunch of strikes. I think the lanes were playing a little tricky earlier today, and Zach seemed to have figured them out pretty good. So it's going to be a great title match. It's going to be a fight, and I know I'm going to have to put up a good score to compete with Zach.
Well, EJ, thank you for the time and good luck.
Thank you.
Sarah and EJ, thanks so much. And thanks to Jalen Rose. Good effort out there. He got a few. He's a great athlete. He can do it. We're going to do it too. Championship match is next.
Winning the 2026 PBA World Championships would be unbelievable. You know, being able to win 4 World Championships in a row and do something that no one's ever done before it'd be crazy, it'd be amazing, and then also, you know, putting myself right in the mix of that Player of the Year race. Yeah, there's a lot of focus going in to try to win this championship as much or more as ever before. And hopefully here in a few moments, I'm able to hoist that Earl Anthony Trophy again one more time.
Earl Anthony Trophy awaits the winner. In all likelihood, this is for Player of the Year. One match. If Tackett wins it, he'd have his first title, which is required to win the Chris Schenkel Player of the Year award. Zach Wilkins would have his 3rd title and a major. Also runner-up, as we talked about at the TOC this year. Tackett, 2-time runner-up in majors. This is the last major of the season. It all comes down to one match. Truly one of the greatest moments in PBA Tour history unfolding right now. Wilkins gets us started with a split 4-9. Tough start.
You said it, Rhino. Tough start here for Zach. Looks like he hit a little bit of transition there. There's a pretty good shot. Ball just hooks on him. He's going to have to make a move. But first things first, picking the spare. 4-9. Trying to slide that 4 into the 9.
Not going to do it. 9-pin up. Tough open flame beginning for Wilkins. The 7th seed who has won 6 matches over 2 shows. Been bowling 4+ hours now total, with a 203+ average on these challenging conditions. One bowler left to beat, and it's this guy. The best bowler in the world, EJ Tackett's wait is over. A 7-10 to start the championship match. Can you believe it? What just happened?
Great opening shot for EJ here. But the bowling god said, we're going to even this out. You 4-9'd. I'm going to give EJ a 7-10. Get one.
And he missed the 10-pin, loses in count. That is a very tough start for the top seed, to say the least.
Tough start, but the positive is EJ was able to hit the pocket. It was a good shot. As we see EJ's arsenal here, throwing a Venom Hysteria, 6.5 hook rating, one of the weaker balls in his bag. This is a ball he's thrown all tour, has a lot of faith in it. It's seen a lot of games. Needs to get him through this one today.
With some loft, nicely done. That's a good bounce back from the open frame.
I threw that really good, actually, over here. It was really good.
See a little loft out of EJ here. Trying to get the ball over the front part of the lane so that it stores more energy, continues through the pins. That's going to give him the carry he needs. Great comeback after the brutal 7-10.
Wilkins the open to begin things, and had to see his spirit soar when Tackett had the 7-10 split. He strikes to answer EJ.
But both these players playing so deep on the lane. It's going to be a chase it left game here. Who can stay ahead of the transition the best? And Zach says, wait a second, EJ. I know you're the #1 player in the world. I know you have all the pressure riding on you, but I'm 6-0 today. Hoping to make that 7.
Ball change for Zach. Help with a 10-pin, no. Messenger checks up short of the 10-pin.
Yeah, Zach, big angle on this one. Got it a touch wide. Ball comes a little behind the head pin. Doesn't quite have the drive it needs. Leaving the 10. I'm throwing the effect tour on both lanes now. This right lane has haunted EJ this season. Taking it back to the Masters, that brutal 10th frame.
In this building.
In this building where he left a 10-pin. Redemption time. In the third, looking at for a double.
EJ ringing 10-pin, good shot, no break. First 14 events of the year. 7 first-time winners, which has never happened in PBA Tour history. 12 different total winners, none of whom are EJ Tackett. If you told me that before the season, partner, for the world's best player, I would have said, no, no chance that could have happened. What a season it's been. So interesting to watch it unfold.
Point out, this is why bowling is so difficult. It's such a tough game. It's hard to knock down all 10 pins. EJ, 3 good shots to start the match, but 7-10 strike, 10 pin, only has 1 strike to show for it. These lanes are brutal. Carries even harder. Trying to get back on the strike train in the 4th here.
4th frame for EJ, it's high, 6-10 standing for him.
Man.
This one just in down lane the whole way. Fortunate just to leave the 6-10, makeable spare. Again, minimize your mistakes is the name of the game.
Had some moisture on that one. No worries, 6-10 spare, picks it up. Keeps things tight into Wilkins' 4th frame. What's he feeling like right now? He's been out here for hours.
He has, but you better believe the pressure is building. You can feel it in the room. It's quieter in here, and Zach knows it. Each shot becoming bigger and bigger.
4th frame, go up by 13. Looking for help, will not get it with a messenger on the 10-pin.
This is right where Zach's been all day. Throwing pretty good shots, staying in the pocket. This one again, solid, but the 6-pin just lays flat in the gutter, doesn't quite tap the 10, but he's comfortable here. With a spare, he'd have a 2-pin lead.
Has a 10-pin, has his mark. Coming up next, EJ's best are up in Canada to contend for one of the tour's most prestigious titles at the RBC Canadian Open, live next on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Speaking of Canada, Canadian Zach Wilkins trying to make some history today.
Yeah.
4-pin.
Yeah, we're close. Close.
All right. You hear him say close there. Searching for just the right line, just the right speed, just the right rotation. He's making minor adjustments with each shot. 4-pin close, but not quite there.
Stays clean, has the mark. Most importantly, 1-pin difference. EJ works on a spare heading into his 5th frame. He told us yesterday, yeah, he's frustrated he hasn't won yet this year. It's a guy who's won the Player of the Year award 4 times overall 3 straight years. But he's been here before. Right lane for EJ. Yes! He said, if I keep putting myself in this situation, the tide will turn. I'll finally get that win for the first time since the World Championship last year.
This right here on a lane he hasn't found the carry is some major championship execution. Making some minor adjustments with his projection, getting the ball to go through the pins. Beautiful shot.
Top seed last 5 seasons. Not great. 2-7. That includes EJ Tackett this year. Twice. A lot better numbers in 2025. Win probability right now in favor of Zach.
Okay.
But that number will change potentially his next shot. We're checking for a possible foul there.
Good one.
That's why we had the break. Did not make contact with the line. All good. Tackett for the lead with the loft. Yes! EJ in front by 9 pins.
Big shot to take advantage of his strike in the 5th. The power of EJ. Beautiful rotation. Perfect entry angle. And that man's ability to just focus on what is right in front of him with so much pressure on the line. Unbelievable. But Zach, strike here, trying to keep it.
6 frame, Wilkins looking for the response. 10 pin up for him. So close.
All right, I guess it's.
Another good shot for Zach, but again, not able to get the 10 pin out. Pocket control, throwing good shots, that's what's got him here. However, now you're bowling EJ Tackett. You're gonna have to string some strikes together. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a ball change out of him, or on this next shot, he really tried to increase his rotation and rev rate to get the ball to carry, get that 10 pin out, but he's got to do something. So it looks like a ball change here. Going to a spawn, a little stronger ball, a little more angled down lane. Probably has to make a little move left, edging his feet.
We told you that win probability number might change. There's Zach. Glass is flying there a bit. 4 pin.
Come on.
Wow.
It was after the release.
Wow.
Still. That's distracting.
Close with the ball change there. Leaving all these 9s, it can get frustrating, but Zach has to remember to stay mentally patient. EJ doubled, but these lanes are still very difficult. His whole game plan has been making good shots, waiting for his opponents to mess up. He needs to continue that, but it's the best in the world stepping up here in the 7th.
5 straight 9 spares for Zach. How about that? Tackett for the turkey. And a 21 pin lead. Big shot, EJ! Doesn't get the break he wanted. That was a 3-10 baby split. Wild pin action there with a messenger.
This is actually an unfortunate break for EJ, leaving what was just the 3-6-10, 6-pin then falls, leaving the 3-10, making it harder to convert.
Got to cover, it does. Comes through in a clutch. That was enormous. Calls for a re-rack. Take a little time before this next shot. His 8th frame works on a spare.
Wow, what a spare. Picking a split in that scenario. You know, we talk about EJ's strike ball, but one of the most underrated parts of his game is his spare shooting. And that's what is giving him his lead right now.
Tackett in the 8th. Tackett. We've seen this before. 3-10 baby split again. Wow.
Back-to-back shots for EJ there where he just didn't quite have the projection. He's got to be patient with his release and hit it at just the right time. Both of those releases, he pulled down from the top of the swing, elbowed the ball as we like to call it. The ball doesn't float. Now, 3-10 again, hoping to just repeat the spare.
Does it again! Back-to-back jacks on a 3-10 baby split. How about it, EJ? Massive.
Come on. He makes it look easy, Rhino. This spare all about precision, very little margin of error, and he picks it back to back.
Clutch.
But there's that Bulldog hanging around. Zach, there's his opening. Down by 7. Looking to start the comeback.
Looking to stop the spare streak, and yes. Late trip of the 4-pin, down it goes. Huge strike for Wilkins in the 8th. Now he can take the lead.
Not the prettiest one, but you better believe Zach doesn't care how they fall. He makes the ball change on this lane as well. Throwing the spawn. Little light mixer gets them all to fall. This is where your ball reaction isn't great. Is this the perfect ball? Probably not. But you have to make it work. You have to dig deep. You have to throw some of the best shots of your career right here, right now.
We're up to Alex Horton, TOC, outside Akron. Second major championship match this year for Wilkins. For the lead in the 9th, huge shot, huge strike. Zach's up. He's ahead by 3. Wow.
Come on, baby. You want it, go earn it.
That is what I'm talking about. Not only does he strike, but he lets him know about it. EJ still in the driver's seat, looking to set himself up in the 10th.
EJ misses the target. 1, 2, 4, 8, only 6 pins, loses count. Deficit expands.
But I didn't wrench it.
Trouble builds for Tackett.
Yeah, this was just an overcompensation for EJ. He didn't want to elbow it, but instead he just over-projected it. Has to stay clean to have a chance. Get the head pin.
Those who expecting to see third-round coverage of the RBC Canadian Open, now available at CBSSports.com/watchgolf, the CBS Sports app, and on Golf Channel. We'll get you out to the TPC Toronto as soon as we're done here in Allen Park, Michigan.
EJ max score 198. Wilkins max score 215. EJ needing all 3 in the 10th.
Tackett's 10 starts with a strike. Big one.
This match is far from over. EJ hasn't had anything go his way all season. 3 in the 10th puts him at 198. That's going to force Zach Wilkins to throw the first one and to throw the biggest shot of his career.
To the second of the 10th. No.
God darn it.
Last shot for 3-6-10 here for EJ. which he does. He covers for a 188. And Zach Wilkins steps up, needing a mark to win.
You've done this a million times.
Strike is a championship limit, the AMF championship limit.
A strike wins a championship for Wilkins.
No!
It's a split.
Oh my gosh!
It's a split. 4-9. Can you believe it?
Are you kidding me right now? All right, gotta make.
Incredible. He has to make it.
Come on. C-line, hit line. Come on. 0 doesn't matter here. Go for it.
He needs it, or EJ wins it. He doesn't get it. The 9-pin is up, and EJ Tackett on the bench has won the 2026 AMF PBA World Championship. It's a 4-peat for EJ Tackett. He's done it. For the first time in PBA Tour history, a bowler has won 4 straight tournaments, and it's EJ Tackett.
Are you kidding me?
His first win of the season, which essentially wraps up a 4 straight Player of the Year. Sure, we checked the AMF championship moment. AMF where the pros bowl. Wilkins had to have the split. He couldn't convert.
What a gutsy performance for Zach today. Unbelievable run. Needed to convert the 4-9, but it's EJ's day.
For Kyle Sherman, Taryn Hatcher, and the entire CBS crew, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from Allen Park. Coming up next, 3rd round coverage of the RBC Canadian Open from Toronto. You've been watching the PBA on CBS. EJ Tackett celebrates with Sun Trip. He wins the World Championship today.